Hello, and welcome back to this Trails into Reverie Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we learned a little bit about the ongoing plan, decided to explore Crossbell with all three groups combined, and then proceeded to clear up a whole bunch of recipes. Now, what we're going to do now, I need to head towards... Actually, what I'm actually going to go towards is West Street, but we're going to head to Tally's General Store, because we're going to buy the book that we need to buy, which is the Crossbell Times Extra Edition, so let's go ahead and shop. Wasn't expecting you to see you here. If you're with the SSL together, I was quite surprised to see you all together, and you did in the special issue of the Crossbell Times. How are we all doing? They're feeling a little hazy, cleared up, Momo and I are here to cheer us on. So Crossbell has somewhat returned to normal, but we do have the slight stuff in, but hey, we do get some free terror bombs from these guys, which is always very useful. So let's go ahead and get emergency special one of these. I'm going to get more of these because we seem to be going through them. Completed all the books for the notebook. Nice. I think that's the first time in any of the Trails games I've actually managed to do that. Thank fuck for that one. Okay, we're going to do that first, but what we're actually going to head and try to do today is we're going to try and do a burden of proof. So, the best course of action for us is to actually head to... what are we going to do? Head to West Street and head for the Geobunt section. Head to the depths. Because, as you can see, there's an unlocked area and a ways to go. Can I choose anyone at this point? I can't. That's fine. I don't think there's anything new in the Geofront for me to get enemy list-wise. So let me just quickly double check. There's some big boy enemies on other routes that I need to grab, but we're going to check this. This was the terminal we used during our investigation in the spirit veins. Tio and I were able to conduct a long-range spiritual power search using it. Now this terminal has certainly seen better days. I can explain that. It was destroyed by an exploding orgasm shortly after the signing ceremony, sadly. Intended to put a repair order request in with the Epstein Foundation, but, well, you know. I almost forgot. Something wrong, Light. Would it be possible for you to still search through this terminal's data? If it's fine, it's all left of fragments and traces, but I don't want to leave any stones unturned. I suppose. There may not be much left to salvage, but I see what I can do. With the three of you mind giving me a hand? I could use Elisa's help too. Okie dokie. This should be interesting. I feel like we've seen this name before. Yes, at the military factory, Project Babel. We didn't have any leads on what it could be the first time we came across it. That has nothing to do with the Retributive Tower, though. This project was likely what led to its creation. Is there any data on the project itself? Nothing that can be analyzed, sadly. The memory quartz was heavily damaged. There are some records on the new Zabasalda metals connected to the project that can still be read, though. According to this, they were designed and sent into production in August of last year, before the whole war began. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't make any sense. The final trigger that led to Elysium's creation came on the first day of the war, didn't it? Without a doubt, it's when my wheels were set in motion. But if this record is to be believed, then Helmut Asmodine existed before the war. It's impossible. Confirm that as one of the Operation Yormador's leaders. Rest assured we'd deploy such weapons if we had them. No one's refuting that. It would mean the information on this memory quartz is incorrect, either deliberately or by mistake. All the records here seem to line up, though. Maybe our big takeaway should be that if they had been made before the war, then this is what the files would look like? Doesn't change the fact the tower is already active. None of this information is going to be any good to us. It would be one thing if it led on to how to disable it, but coming up empty-handed like this was a real waste of time. I've got to disagree with you there. Any information is valuable at this stage. Progress is progress. Though, you're right about it being time being of the essence. Found all we can here, so let's get back to the surface. Okay.
I'll clean this up.
You certainly will. And there's only Lloyd's route. Nice, I suppose it's the route that I chose. Okay, that's fine. Next up, we're actually going to be heading to Crossbell Police Academy Prison section. Oh, it's so big. Boom. And then... should we do the depths? I think we do the depths. As there's Dudley here with some things to say. Let's grab this. Sharon Ouroboros. Hello there. I hope you aren't interrupting anything. Not at all. I wasn't expecting to see so many of you at once. I trust preparations are going well. They are. Is there anything we can help with? I'm trying to uncover exactly what happened here. Actually, a few of you were involved, I believe. So you and Hamilton may be able to help. Have a moment of your time. Never start myself helping the police. I still don't see it. Too much effort, so it's all US. Nadia. Why me? Found something in there that we're not sure what to do with. We thought it'd be better to figure out what happened before deciding how to approach it. I think I know what you found. Ah, it does sound like the job for me then. Your cooperation is appreciated. McLean and Lord Rufus would also share their accounts on what happened here. That would also be helpful. You have my word that I will not press you on any of your backgrounds if you choose to cooperate. We'll hold you to that. It all happened so fast, there's a lot I don't remember. Then there's some hope we'll be able to fill in any gaps in your memory. I suppose I can help just this once. And being cooperative is weirding me out some. It's enough of your whispering. I have some questions for you too, you know. Well, this is part of the monarch's regalia. But while recovering the artifacts does fall under the church's purview, I'm not too sure there's a point in with this one so broken. Sorry about that. Wasn't much choice. It fused with the Emperor. Or whatever he turned into. It was as if it resonated with his obsession towards Swin and Nadia, transforming him into a monster. How can that happen? There's still loads we don't know about artifacts, but I don't think they were capable of something like that. You've literally seen someone transform into a devil in front of you. Either way, it wouldn't be the first time an artifact reacted to a person's thoughts. At least it's lost the ability to do that now. See no problem with leaving it in the police hands. Understood. We'll turn it over to the cathedral once we finish writing our report. Your information has given us a fuller picture of what went on as well. Though I do wish we had more to go on to properly identify this Emperor individual. You're better off not thinking about who he is too much. Not like he'll be out causing any more trouble anyway. And the organization doesn't take kindly to anyone digging into their affairs. Even we're in the dark about it. We were part of it for a few years. They operate similarly to the society. First Division can afford to turn a blind eye to criminals who operate within its borders. Dangerous or not. We'll likely need to work with the guild to keep an eye on them as much as we do our boss. You'll have our full backing. I'll be sure to share what we've learned here with the other branches when I can. Can you clarify something for me? You said the Emperor who showed up wasn't the real one, right? The Simulacrum, yes. Yet another one tied to the list, with the Supreme Leader McBurn and the other Arioses. It's wild to think this tech's so advanced that they can copy a guy like McBurn and not have him notice he ain't the real deal. If Elysium can calculate the future as well as call enough to call it a prediction, then it could certainly calculate a living being. But I think that's what makes Nadia and Swin a little strange. Yeah? How come the replica of the Emperor was different from the real one? Even the way he fought against us was different. The biggest one was him being willing to overlook our betrayal. The Emperor we knew would stop at nothing to see us dead. For that same offense, he's the type of guy to take pleasure in seeing someone kill their own partner. Never missed the chance to make us feel worse kind of pain imaginable. Then why would Elysium choose to realize him the way he did? If it's really capable of analyzing a person's makeup down to every last detail and knowing the future, why would such an obvious tells that give the replica away to anyone familiar with the original be part of their design? It's a good question. There's no logic behind AI choosing to calculate any replica that way. This is gonna sound weird, but work with me here. If we failed to kill him the first time around, what do you think he would have done? He probably would have considered us his finest tools for being able to corner him as much as we did. Then he'll brainwash us so we'd never act out of line again. So I guess there are some scenarios where he'd forgive us, that's what you're trying to say? And if he could think like that, then it makes sense that for the replica to think that way. My head's starting to hurt. Sorry, saying stuff like this isn't like me at all. Not like there's any point talking in what-ifs. I don't know whether it relates to your case, but there is no such thing as true perfection in this world. Elysium may appear that way to us, but there's likely no exception. I agree. I imagine once the Prince Oliver and the others hope to explore through their plan. You'll be taking part in the operation too, won't you, Dudley? Yes, although in a supporting role. The true keys to success will be all of you. I may not be able to accompany you this time, Bannings, but I still expect you to do your utmost to ascertain the truth. You look after them, McLean. I'll be certain to keep them safe in yours and Guy's place. Get it now. I'll get your answers, Detective. Count on it. How very interesting. And then last but not least, Michel-le-Resort Castle of Mirrors.
Everyone's just about evacuated by now.
Yeah, though my dad said something about him needing to tie up a few loose ends first.
Why don't we take another close look at the terminal we found in the Castle of Mirrors?
Definitely seems like a good idea, which is what we're going to do. Entering the Castle of Mirrors. We're certainly are going to enter. I just want to see it a little bit before I go any further. There's still monsters here. Actually, how far away from the formidable... Yeah, we should try and take out at least one. I mean, all of these are things we've already killed. I mean, I'll take it.
They're in disarray.
Physical effect is fine. We'll just go for nuts.
Gotta be tougher than that.
I just want to do... I know there's a Hexen Clown close. So we're going to skip this dude. Head to here. And fight this guy.
You gonna fight them? Is it worth...
What excellent spirit.
Zero Arts. Cavalry Crusade.
I'll clean this up. All for...
All for one and one for all. Take them all down.
Very well.
That's annoying. Not the end of the world.
There. Please.
You can't get the burst
I'll take
until he
care of
comes
it.
back annoyingly.
I shall assist. Now.
Too slow.
But I think
Very well.
with this guard break happening,
All right.
it should be fairly simple for us to just take our
Plain.
place back.
It's my turn. Hey. Now. Too late. Yes.
Gonna use the Rising Nova just to
I shall assist.
smack
Let's go.
him up a little bit. Nice.
Was that all?
Boom. I think it should count as formidable foe, right? It does. Nice. Okay, so from here, let's actually head towards the Schlem Resort, and then we can go all the way to here. So let's head to the depths. And see what these have got to say.
Oh, it's you.
Tio, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're alright.
It's good to see you're well too. We just thought we'd stop by.
Well, Drazine, how are things over here? Not bad. Pearls finished their analysis not long ago.
Really?
It was a simple task, especially given the most of the device's capabilities have already been demonstrated to us. Though the fact that the device is capable of so much exists at all is something I did not expect.
That says a lot coming from you.
You mentioned that this device was responsible for the retributive tower's active camouflage, right? Yeah, but it's not the same stealth technology used to hide the Courageous 2 in Nord. No, this goes beyond active camouflage. This device does more than that. It's capable of noise cancellation to a degree that would, and did allow, a weapon of that size to be built in secret. It even made use of the orbital network and communications equipment to alter bolt routes to keep them away from it.
Is that possible?
I did wonder how it made it without anyone realizing. I suppose we now have our answer. And the Sunner's shell was part of this. For certain, they were discerning the final piece in a complex arrangement. The false divine blade of wind that appeared in Nord was also controlled from here, it seems. That was done all the way from Crossbell. Is there anything our enemy can't do at this point? Fucking hell. I can understand how the artifact would enable such a thing in theory, but it's still pretty hard to believe.
Yes, we were talking about something on a much bigger scale than the Rana 7.
But all of this makes it sound like the key to our enemy's plans.
Why was it just left here? Maybe they don't need it anymore now the retributive tower's finished.
A shame we wouldn't have asked the person whom we fought here that question. Agreed.
News of Elysium has thrown Atreyu into an uproar too.
No doubt, none of this singularity stuff fits into our holy text at all. Now, you can't exactly file it under a category of unexpected miracle like Saltpearl or McBurn either. And something vague in the words of... There's no place for vague words like miracle when talking about a singularity. We're talking about the technological feat that has always been possible for humanity to achieve. That is, save the part about it having a never-before-documented capacity to calculate the very future.
Predictive condition convergence calculations that we were told about. Where can you calculate the odds of potential outcomes based on variables you define? Are there any limits on what you could do with something like that? I'd say no. Providing you know what you want to achieve, you could explore every possibility and option for getting there. If you had the choice between two options, you could calculate the possible future for both and reject the one with the worst. Multiplying that by an infinite number of choices and potential futures, you could have an idea of what Elysium can do.
Truly boggles.
Calculating possibilities to avoid the worst, huh? That description makes me think of Muse's ability a little bit.
That makes with around our super instinct?
I wish. I've got nothing of the kind of the stuff she's describing. At this point, it's genuinely believable that every decision we have made at this point has been exactly in line with our corporate's projections. That's so crazy. That leaves the question of exactly what future they are trying to bring about.
Whatever it is, I can't see it being a bright one if the super weapon like the recuperative tower is a key piece of the puzzle. We can't let this come to pass.
Right, we're not letting some AI decide the future for us.
You took the words out of my mouth. Sounds like Jonah and the Professor are helping with what Prince Olivite is planning too. We can do this, I know we can.
You guys aren't gonna believe the surprises we got in store for you.
When artificial intelligence reaches the point humanity's true value will be put to the test. Those were Epstein's words, when he predicted the existence of a technological singularity. You want to prove there's still a place for us in this new future? You better sprint ahead in full bore and prove it. You can count on it. Data shouldn't exist. Discrepancies with simulacrum. The prophetic conditional convergence calculations. Looks like the pieces are finally starting to come together. All that's left for us to do is confront the true culprit behind everything. We've done it before. We'll do it again. We'll solve this case. Just you watch, guy. And that gave us a fair amount of things. Now, We managed to get Rasheen here, which is good. Looks like the interference machinery was causing the long spirit veins to stopped. Now we can really celebrate. Now the damn tower is absorbing mana directly. It's probably wreaking serious havoc on the spirit veins. You guys focus on the dirty work. Scott and I will keep checking other points of interest. Take Wazzy and go raise hell, yeah? That's what the SSS does best. Thank you, Walt. Good luck on your end. I don't say it enough, but I do appreciate you. It's very cute. Squire Rasheen.
Father Thomas is in our chair, taking measures, together with the commander. I intend to help however I can, not only as a ground sorter, but more importantly as a fellow student of Thor's. Anything I can do, Reen, Sir Gaius, Sir Wazzy, don't hesitate to ask.
Of course, Rasheen. We'll take all the help we can get. Thanks for pitching in. It's great to have you here with us. It's not going to be easy having to look after Wild, but what he said. Glad to have you aboard, Rasheen. Fun. Right, so now, after all of that, we did a little sub-event, the Burden of Proof. The other thing we need to do is we need to, I say we do some profiles. Might be the best idea, which means zooming all around to everyone. So we're just going to zoom, and the first person we're going to zoom towards is Central Square, the Special Support Section. These are just things to heal, but we're chasing profiles for our master missions anyway, and we're very close, so this is our way to do it. We head towards the roof, the Central Plaza roof. As all of the animals are converging. How interesting.
Sighting Coop, you new furry friend, feathered and feathered friends. The mere sight of this scene is warm, fuzzy enough to make my heart melt.
Greetings. These creatures wish to watch over your heroics. They are drawn to one another and became comrades. Though it is in the case of the one named Cerberus. He's here because his master told him to spread the word about their store.
You don't say. They've all got you doing the weirdest jobs, huh, boy?
That's Gaius' partner, Zio. Is he trying to tell us something? This one in particular is quite sharp. Indeed, there is a fair wind blowing. A fair wind. Maybe Gaius would know. Fear not. You will come to understand when the time comes.
Hey, I want to know how to talk to animals too. Let me join. Me too. I've always wanted to have a conversation with Coop.
Can you dumbasses hear yourselves? We're in deep shit and you want to shoot the breeze with some animals.
They're just more than just animals. They're our friends and allies too, you know?
Well said. They may not be human, but they see themselves as your compatriots nonetheless. I myself was never meant to align with the interest of humans, but circumstances led me to becoming a police dog. Now it is my duty to stand with you all. The intent to protect this land's future. Thanks for us having our backside. We won't let you down. Zeit Character Note 2. Next up is Central Square. We're going to Duran's Army just to get that new out of the way. And let's actually see if there's anything. I kind of doubt there is. Ooh. Boom. I'm gonna buy it. Don't know if I'm gonna equip it yet though. I don't know if I'm gonna equip it yet. I think I gotta wait and see on that one. Okay. Towards the Central Plaza. Here we are looking for Sergei. Sergei, where are you, Sergei? Mimi is here speaking to everyone. Hey guys, glad you're here. I want to say thank you because I can be with Mum and Daddy again. Couldn't be done better to save this point. It gives us the courage to keep going. kids of Crossbell love the SSS. The Hayworths find interesting. Trader Azari. I want to talk to the Howard about doing business in Erebonia, in Monica. Are these guys going to... thank goodness. It's good to see you're all okay. Good to see you hanging in too, Harold. Did you guys make it back from Mainz? I was worried about the state of the city, so I came here to lend our support. I received an update from the Guardian Force. We're turning all of our attention to the super weapon now the city has been freed. Is that right? It is. The situation is less than ideal, but we can't afford to give it up yet. We always have been so strong. Can't begin to do how much that strength has saved me and my family. Yeah, I know it's not too much, but I want you to have this. Some potions. We'll take it all. Thank you, Mr. Hayworth. I can't help you on the front lines the way all of you can. Do everything in my power as a trader to help you with the people in the city. I know my fellow Crossbellians, they haven't given up either. Cheering for you with everything I have. May Arios be with you. Thanks. Where's Ren? Where's Ren? Ren's father, of course, biological father. Okay, as there I can see a certain Sergey. Hey kids, good seeing you. Same to you, Chief. We just wanted to touch base. So the cleanup of those Sabasanas remains is done now. Knock on wood. Red Constellation came in handy for once. City came out as unscathed as we could have hoped for. Pretty ironic them and Quab would be the ones coming through to rescue us after setting the place on fire once. Yeah, Adios works in mysterious ways, dude. They're high guns at the end of the day. That's where the mirror is. Well, I should be rolling out there soon. Need to call with Dudley so we can start over the plans for the big operation. God, what's a guy gotta do to get a smoke break around here? It's a few minutes to breathe, too much to ask.
Look on the bright side. Missing your smoke break is doing wonders for your health.
Physically, maybe. Not a smoker alive thinks it's good for their lungs, but sure as hell need it for our sanity. That is how I feel about myself. Honestly, I should quit. I don't smoke as much as I used to, but anyway. On a serious note, I hope you kids know when you're standing at an impasse for Crossbell and its future. So maybe laying off the smokes until this all said and done ain't a bad idea. We don't want to jinx anything.
You seem serious about this if you're willing to give up smoking, even if it's only for an afternoon. The Chief without a cigarette in his hand doesn't feel right. All the more reason we should pull this off. I'm not sure enabling someone's bad habits is a good reason to stop a super weapon, guys.
Just like old times. Don't worry about me. You kids get back to preparing what's to come. You're gonna need it. Taking the city back was a test for the police, but when it comes next, it's gonna challenge all across Crossbell. Look alive, knock 'em dead, kids. I want only the best of what the SS has to offer. Got it? Yes, sir. Nice, this profiles 2 is fulfilled. Profiles. And 90% of the character tab. I do think we might actually be able to get that, you know, in not too crazy thing. Next up is East Street. That's where we're gonna head. So let's head to East Street. Profiles and talking points might be the name of this episode. The next one is the Business Owners Association. Luganov is here. Let's head to the BOA. Oh, it's our favourites.
Becky, Hugo, what are you two doing here? Long time no see, Reen.
Why the dramatics, isn't it obvious? We're here to conduct business.
Chairman Morris told me Crossbell was in short of supplies. Total limited distribution was during the occupation. Figured we could use a hand once the city was liberated. I brought as many goods as I could wrangle up. Even Adele and her farm pitched in.
She's got a Scottish accent I'm not going to attempt. Only sour thing is running around the Empire making my preparations, and this jerk had to go and spot me. Peace. You know as well as I do that the cooperating was the right thing to do. Never would have gotten a low enough price on daily necessities to hand it out if not for Kleist & Co. Why are you little... It works out swimmingly for us. We've been able to gain ground in Crossbell Market again. So quite a bit of mirror, but I'm glad we're back in good graces with the Business Owners Association. You do realise your sort of talking makes you sound like you haven't learned your lesson? Words. You two are the same as ever. Anyway, we'll be cooperating as best we can with the operation. We've already spoken to the RMP and have a little surprise prepared. Such is the life of a Thor graduate. Let us know if there's anything more we can do to help, Reen. I will. Thanks a lot. Nice. Business associations. Shop. Buy. I'm not sure there is that much in here that's actually useful to us, but it's good to know. There are people here looking around. Chairman Moores, Mei Ling. These two are back to help. How wonderful. There's your boys and your girls here. Right. Next up, Bracers Guild. Here they come. There you are, Instructor. I've been wondering where you were. What's up? Hey, perfect timing. How so? We managed to get in touch with the Bracer Guild in HQ in Lemon State. Supreme Leader went and declared wars. Now the Guild has gathered its forces to step in. There's another factor that puts how dire the situation is into perspective. The Guild is acknowledging this relates to the entire continent by getting involved. Well, it's not like everyone here represents the Guild or anything, but some people just like to stick their noses into other people's businesses. Why, what do you mean? I merely thought it would be best I could help the Bracer Guild and the Rhinefood Group coordinate. Rhinefood Group would be more than happy to provide as much equipment and information as possible, naturally. I hate to admit it, but that would be a huge load off our shoulders. Even with the special train they set up between here and the Empire, was the work of the Rhineford and Kleinston Co., so I've got to hand it to them. You mean the one bringing supplies in? Can't deny it's gone a long way at calming down the chaos in the city. Not that it will last. Things only go and get worse until we do something about that tower. So it already stings if we can't expect any help from abroad soon. I know, HQ is the one thing, but getting in touch with each other's countries' branches has been tough with all the chaos. Wouldn't expect anyone to make their own seeing as most mass transit is still down. Still, I'm not giving up just yet. Keep in contact with who I can reach to have us all on the same page. Is Cassius Bright going to turn up out of nowhere? That would be going a long way. Thanks, Miguel. We're going to give it our all. Exactly. Let's keep making final preparations. Not leave anything undone before we leave. Good thinking. We should make sure to not neglect our equipment either. Lena Valley's right across the street. Going to drop by later to stock up. Got it. Let's get this done, people. Michel Serre, of course. Right, so next up is to try and get all of these things down next up is not East Street. I should probably look in Nina Valley at some point, but we'll do that. We'll get there. We're purely going to get all of the profiles. This one might be kind of sad. Ren. How you holding up? We're still alright. So you three met up with Sophia? Yes, we happened to bump into each other on the way back from taking care of a few wanted monsters on the highway. We're just on our way to help with the food bank preparations at the Bellheim. We wanted to talk. We talked about having Estelle and Joshua over for dinner the last time we went out to eat with Ren. What a happy coincidence we would run into each other again so soon. Sure is. Honestly, the timing was a little better so we could hang out. You mean you're not going to come eat with us? I wanted to do something to thank Ren for saving me and being my friend. That's awfully sweet of you, but I don't recall ever saving you. You know that's not true. Papa said you saved him too. What am I going to do with you? You guys are closer than I thought. It'll be alright if we drop by after our next big mission is complete. We can try and squeeze in a small visit to do during as we do our next set of rounds. That we can do, too. You're always such a softie, Joshua. We'll be waiting for you to come home safely. Be careful and good luck. This is obviously her. Ren is, if you don't know Ren's character story, oh my god, it's the saddest thing. She was taken away at a very young age, but those are her family. That's her biological family. Her mother, her brother, who she does not know, has not known, but will. We're still missing some of these profiles, but I'm guessing we'll get through them all. We're getting kind of close. I'm hoping some of these come through. I'm guessing some of them will come through daydreams as well, which we've still got a shit ton to do. Because yes, this game's ending is not in the real world, but in the Reverie corridor. Okay. Ren on the West Street is what we've done. Next up, Arbor District. Let's head in. This is where we get 4 different notes from 4 different people. The braces. Hey, Laura Fee. Didn't two of you say you were going to patrol the city's outskirts?
Just got back. We bumped into a pretty big monster while patrolling. Then their crew gave us a hand after they spotted us doing their rounds. It's unusual to see monsters that dangerous so close to the city limits. We can't afford to ignore the monsters given what happened during the signing ceremony. What's strange it is, it feels like they're gonna pop out of nowhere, which is not unlike the Great Twilight. You'd wager the tower's influence is what's causing it. One more reason to take care of that thing. We're gonna keep patrolling and wiping out monsters until the operation begins. Thanks, you two, it'd be a huge help. It's only the first time we've worked together, but you've really lived up to your hype, Sophie. You're not too shabby either, Laura. It's a shame you're not part of the guild.
Please, you flatter me. Our positions may be different, but the RC school has always held the guild in high regard. Both sides strive to protect people, after all.
I, for one, welcome the opportunity to fight alongside you, and especially Fee. She's just such a little dose of cute, cuddly adorableness that I need injected straight into my veins. Did anyone just hear the sounds of red flags being raised? Come on, show a little restraint, please. Sorry about her, but don't worry, she's harmless.
If you say so. It looks like we can count on you two in a fight in the very least. I vouch for that. We'll take care of any large monsters we'll see to help out too. Which is going to be one of the episodes where we just go around and fight monsters. Okay. Next one, there's a fishing spot at the harbour here. And I'm going to have to do because it's new. And then these two are another 2 that we need to speak to. Let's fish.
A bite! This'll be good. It's a nice catch.
A kanguri, a new record as well. Nice. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for something else. I'm gonna see if there's another new one that I've not managed to grab here, just in case.
Be good.
Seemingly not.
It's a nice catch.
Okay. Speak to the guys here.
Reen, you guys keeping busy out there?
What's up? Pretty wild ever since the Liberation mission ended. I've known you were in town, Rex, but no idea you were coming too, Vivi. Did you rush here after the city was liberated?
Bingo. Lindy and I hitched a ride with Hugo and his crew. They expected my travel papers as special correspondent for the Imperial Chronicle. The plan was to cover the tower operation with Rex. You really hit the ground running.
Getting access isn't hard, since everything happening in Crossbell has direct effect on what happens in Erebonia. That gives me a chance to dust off my war photographer chops and take another future front cover shot. We'll sure to capture the moments you guys save the day, so make it a banger. We won't disappoint. Together with the SSS, we're gonna put an end to this once and for all.
You had better. Way back when you get back, I called dibs on the first interview with your friend in sunglasses and his cute dolly. Someone's popular.
I doubt anything I could tell you would be fit for the publication.
I'm not sure why you would want to interview me, but I don't think there's a future where I'm in an article either. Don't sweat the deets. Nobody knows what the future will bring.
Yeah, no need to rush right back right now. Keep it in mind. We'll talk over after you all get back from being heroes. Cute. Are we making actual progress on the profile front? 75. I mean, it's gone up by 15 already, so it's not necessarily bad. Okay. Now we can head to the administrative district. Thank you. Head into that. speak to these all together.
What are you up to, Emma? Is this related to the dance? It is. We're investigating the effects of the curse-like power.
Ellie and I bumped into them while patrolling the city. I was also looking into how the citizens faring as I was following the flow of the Septian veins. The brainwashing has mostly vanished by now, but the Supreme Leader has been removed, and the mask has been destroyed. It's a relief to hear.
I'm more worried about how you're doing. Has the assimilation phenomenon gotten any worse since the last time we spoke?
No, it's not a problem for now. And I can still control my powers too.
Is that really all because you faced off with your doppelganger?
Nothing like this happened to Rufus. It's what's got me so confused. Not only did the other Reen's appearance bug me, but there was something off about him. He was bizarrely lifelike. Can't shake the feeling that he wasn't just a copy.
Now why would Reen be a special case? There has to be something to it. Imagine because he has a key role when it comes to the tower, but I couldn't say anything beyond that. Regardless, I agree that there's something ominous at work here that we're missing. Whoever the imposter is, we'll face up to him eventually if he's gonna block our path. And when we do, we're gonna fight and not just save Reen, but the entire world.
Yeah, no pressure. We did manage to overcome the Twilight. We can do this.
If you feel like there's anything in your condition has changed, you better tell us, okay?
Don't worry, I will. Thanks, everyone. Listen to you all as saccharine as ever. Then again, here I am, hoping to save the world too.
Life sure is strange.
Hey, see, Crow, I suppose. Neither of us can afford to die out here. Need to keep living for the sake of our lost comrades. There's still a lot of sin to atone for. You're preaching to the choir, sister. I already died once, so I know I'm not gonna waste my second chance. Let's get this done and make our old friends proud. I mean, it's rather dark, really, again. So much darkness. Right into the administrative building, the civic center. Talk.
Hey guys.
It's good to see you all. Same to you, sir. Going around getting ready for the operation right now.
Are you exchanging information with our fellows from the Empire?
That's right, I wanted to learn about the situation there directly. I'm happy you chose to speak with us too. Simply put, the distraction of the Juno has everyone in the Empire in a state of shock. Dad has issued a statement as an appealing to calm through radio broadcasts, but it's a lot to ask in times like these. I can confirm the Great Four Houses have their own remote conference as well. They have all agreed to do what they can to keep the country calm. Marquis Hyams, Rogner and Balland take in charge, but they will only be able to keep things in check for so long, especially when it comes to people's feelings.
That's true. The war is so fresh in people's memories, it's hard to imagine everyone not feeling angry about what happened.
Yeah, and that anger is going to be directed right at the United Nation. By that I mean Crossbell.
Right now, it seems like people are more confused than mad, but that's likely going to change in time. I would certainly wager so. If people start taking a hard stance on Crossbell, that's only going to play right into our enemies' hands. Humans are foolish. Why point the finger at Crossbell for this when the United Nation is clearly to blame?
Of course, the very symbol of a united nation is a clear symbol of humanity's foolishness in of itself. I say that fully aware it very much something that I would think of.
You sure you want to be the one to say that?
You truly are unbelievable, Rufus.
I don't know. I feel like I like seeing how he seems to have finally given the spectre of his past the boot.
I would not be so sure about that. Regardless, Mr. Speaker, well, I admit that this suggestion comes from a man as foolish as any other. If you truly love Crossbell, you must follow your heart and walk the road you believe in without ever hesitating. People harbor more than just foolishness inside, and there is a sort of trust that can come from using one another too. So I suggest you use any means you can to make your hopes a reality, including using us for your own ends.
Gosh.
Well, it's encouraging to hear from you. Honestly, one day you will learn to be straight with your feelings.
He's right. Though I feel free to involve us in achieving your goals however you wish. I'll be happy to contribute.
Perhaps you are right. Then allow me to tell you exactly what my dream for the future takes. I wish for Crossbell to be a state that works for harmony and in hand with its neighbors, not one that asserts itself over them. With so many people from other countries cooperating with us now, it feels as though my dream has already been half granted. But no, our goal is yet to be fully achieved. So I hope I can continue to count on you to help bring about the future where we can strive ahead, side by side. Sure.
Rufus has really changed while hanging out with you kids, you know that. I was caught off guard when I had my Arcus 2 stolen in the capital, but now I wish I could have gotten to know you all better. I've got an idea. I know the tastiest crab shop ever. Let's go together when we get the chance. It goes without saying that we drag Eustace and Rufus along, their treat. That sounds wonderful. Delightful, even. Sure is. Decided then.
What was that I heard about our treat? Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? Still have a mission to complete first.
Oh, come on. You know we're going to find a way to pull through somehow.
So be it. If you're that confident, then yes. I'd be glad to treat everyone. Rufus? Are you being serious? Yes, it'd be good to catch up with my brother and see for myself how he's grown. Quite frankly, I never had the chance to get to know White Rabbit. That said, a verbal agreement hardly means anything while the tower still remains standing. I thought you were going to be thoughtful for once. Would it kill you to be more honest with your feelings?
Look who's talking. You're no better than he is, you know.
Don't lump me in with him.
They sure know how to go at it, but doesn't it seem like they get along perfectly?
Can't help but agree after seeing them like this. How cute. Profiles 78. Okay, we're still a fair ways away. It annoys me that I haven't got a Speaker Medal's one yet. Got a call from Diana. She must have been quite worried with everything that's happening. She wants me to help in any way she can. Been gathering goods, having them shipped over. Can't let his mother's kindness be in vain. Oh, he's going to give us things, isn't he? Okay, maybe not. I'm sure the Speaker Medal stuff will probably come in an oversight, of course. Right. The next one is very interesting. It's actually on Ormonica Tower, but we're just heading to the 35th floor. And we're looking for one. Stahl Ritter. Hey, Garcia Rossi. Figures you guys will show up. Hey, this is where you ran off to, Garcia. Heard you took members of the EDF that returned to normal and helped them with the liberation mission. These two took part? Nah, they were here, so I figured I could put them to work after the effects of that dance wore off. Some help they are, though, pretty damn useless. Why'd you say that? They're just like everyone else who hasn't broken free from the effects of the dance. They're still kissing Rufus's ass. We served under Lord Rufus ever since the Erebonian Civil War. He had the ambition of a man with half his talent and rank. Why would we do anything to see that future he sought become a reality? And for what? We lost the Great War, and now our dreams have been crushed yet again. Our glorious Lord Rufus has been slain. How could we possibly change sides at this point? As men who served under him, it is our final show of loyalty to see where this all ends. Are you two that devoted?
That seems understandable. He had a reputation for being even more charismatic than the proper Duke Caporeia before the Civil War.
You must have had seen quite the dream in that man. My lord, you fell. How are you here? Who's to say? Perhaps a ghost is standing before you. Regardless, I have my doubts that you truly understood what the man desired. Approval. Above all, he wanted to surpass his true father and be recognized. That's all.
It can't be true. Even if it was,
I wouldn't be so deterred from you from seeing the United Nation. It wouldn't have deterred you from seeing the United Nation, a new era come to fruition. Don't make me laugh. You're not revolutionaries. You're insurgents blinded by delusion. Stop and open your eyes. Your leader was nothing more than an escaped convict mounting an insurrection that threatened the entire world. A new era, a new nation, a United Nation. Mere words meant to glorify his despicable actions.
It's surreal hearing that come from your mouth. I have no rebuttal. Maybe you were just intoxicated by the idea of the changing of the world. I thought I understood you in a way that no one else could. After hearing that, how can we go on claiming it was anything but a delusion?
Why did we agree to take part in this? What's the point? Finally got through to them thick skulls, huh? Hate to tell you, there are still plenty more of these idiots, but I can do a New York accent, but I can't be bothered to do it. Right now I can't find it, where these two idiots came from. Don't be thinking you're some heroes just because you're just down two measly soldiers. Yes, I'm well aware. That's why our attention is on the tower first and foremost. That's right. Hope you don't mind me continuing to look after people like them until we're done, Garcia. Just don't keep me waiting, Bannons. Don't keep him waiting. And who we've got here? Tower Bells, Gaius, and everyone here. Okay. Boom. All finished with your meeting? Yes, thankfully. We have the general gist of the operation. Now it's time to go over them with each division and organization. The RP will be providing necessary supplies for the operation. The majority of the weapons and munitions have already been delivered. Rest assured the remaining supplies will arrive in time for the mission. Even with help, it would be lying if we said our chances of success are high. We'll have to work together better than ever to overcome the odds. I'll do everything I can to make this work, as both this operations commander and as the one coordinating with other nations. I heard you were using your NGO connections to share information with other countries. You're a real lifesaver. Even my grandfather nor I would have had this opportunity to do that given the circumstances. I'm only doing what I can to help. Speaking of connections, have you heard anything from Martre, guys? Yes, the Church has decreed both the Retributive Tower and Elysium are special exceptions that warrant intervention. They may be exact opposites of artifacts in the sense that they can only be produced in present times, but other dominions will be mobilized to keep the chaos from spreading through the neighboring countries nonetheless. Are we going to see Kevin? That's interesting, but not unwelcome news. Agreed, the operation is a very fly-by-the-night operation, but it may be just succeed with the cooperation of so many different collaborators. That said, none are more key than your team. Make sure you're all ready for what's ahead. We will, Commander. Yes, Mom. We'll be prepared thoroughly as possible in time before the operation. We won't leave any regrets. And then, the last one is Medical Collage. The ward roof.
I'm so glad Murray pulled through. You must have been biting your nails the whole operation.
I knew her time wasn't up, but still. Yeah, I should pay her a visit since I'm here.
We certainly will do that.
Yes, because you just happened to be here.
Yep, and I'll just happen to make myself scarce to go say hi to everyone else.
You know how it works. Lind. Oh, it's good to see you all. I was expecting you to show up eventually. As I told you at her first lieutenant's surgery went as planned, she saw from being discharged, being monitoring her condition for the foreseeable future. I figured I owe you big time, Doc. Isn't that great news, Randy? A huge weight of everyone's shoulders to hear that she'll be alright. Even as someone from Crossbell, I appreciate the sacrifice she made. Let me echo Randy's sentiment. We can't thank you enough, Doctor. I'm also proud and grateful for you for helping Lind. Vivi told me that you came back to Crossbell with her, but I didn't expect to find you here. Well, I'm a Thor's alumni and a Thorman nurse here at St. Ursula. I can't just sit on my hands and do nothing. I want to pitch in, even if I can't fight on the front lines with you all. Rest assured, Morella's in good hands. We'll see that she and the other CGF members and police officers here get better. I would really appreciate that. So, Mr. Orlando, what would you like to do now? She's not conscious yet, but her condition is stable. I'll allow you a brief visit. Are you serious? Would I jest? Besides, there have been numerous accounts of comatose patients being able to hear others' voices. It's possible your visit could help her condition further. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate the gesture. Should we go visit Morel then? Certainly. We'll take you up on that. Very well. I ask that you keep your voices down, but there are other patients in the building. I will. Then if you could follow us. Should we go too? Doesn't she have anything to do with us? Sure, but we may as well go out of respect. I want to see how she's doing. Then it's settled. Let's accompany them. Hey, Morel. Colin's looking a lot better now, eh? Yeah, and her breathing stabilized. Vitals too. She's pulled through the worst of it. Thank goodness. Yeah.
Sounds like her condition was severe, but the goddess watched over her.
Same Darwalk's in the Emperor too, right? She knows her stuff. The rest will be up to her at this point. She'll be fine, I'm sure. The CGF are no pushovers.
The best thing we can do is believe. They all care about her so much. Wonder if I'm capable of thinking of others the way that they do.
Thanks for all you've done for us, Morel. Take a good rest. We'll keep on from here.
Randy.
Morel.
Make sure you come back, you idiot. If I don't have you, I still haven't told you anything.
Don't worry, she'll only fall back asleep.
She shouldn't even be trying to talk.
Try telling her that. She's always pushing it. Hey, it's only a matter of time. You're not the only one who's got stuff to talk about.
You'll get the chance soon, I'm sure.
Just another reason we gotta make this operation a success, right? I'm feeling more fired up about it than I was before, even. We'll see you when it's all said and done, alright? We'll take care of business, and then it's right back to you before you know it.
While her condition is stable, anything could happen. I'll keep a close eye on her.
You can come see her whenever you like. You have my permission. Yeah, thanks a million, Doc.
Just doing my job.
As for my other patient. Is that
Ilya? I did receive word that she was brought here. Correct, she's in this building.
Cecile should be watching her at the moment, but you're welcome to go see her if you like.
Really? Thank you.
Mind if we come along?
I'd like to know how she's doing. We're coming.
Just trying to not bug anyone anymore.
Need to check on my other patients, so I'll leave it to you. Take care, alright? I'm still especially worried about you, Reen, given all the changes you've gone through. But I'll trust you'll know when it's too much.
I'll let you know if I need anything. Thanks, Lind. After saying goodbye to Lind, they were left to their own devices once again. Is Randy gonna propose? We're gonna go to Ilya's room.
Oh, hell no. You need to stay in bed.
How many times do I need to tell you that I'm fine? You're such a worrywart.
Oh, you couldn't have all come at a better time. Well, hello everyone. I didn't think you'd be paying me a visit so soon. You're looking better than I expected. That's such a relief.
Gotta agree with Sully. Probably still running on adrenaline. You need to get some rest. Not to mention the psychological toll those marks are said to take on their wearers.
No one can blame you for staying in bed while you can. Honestly, a hospital bed is the last place I want to be after how long it took me to complete my rehab.
Darling, I thought I was finally ready to take the stage again after 2 long years, but I also got in my head that Crossbell could never be the same again until I did it. That must have been my mistake. No one forced me to put on that mask, so I share just as much of the blame.
What do you mean? Where's this coming from?
I've been filled with desire to make my performances bigger and better for as long as I can remember. The more I spent time away from the stage, the bigger those dreams got, until I wanted to put on the biggest show ever. One so big that it would entrap everyone and every living person in Crossbell.
That would be completely impossible for anyone but you.
In other words, the role you played was a perfect match for you, because it was what you wanted for yourself to begin with.
It's starting to click. It certainly makes sense when you put it that way. I could tell that there was a part of you that was concerned with putting on entertaining performance, even when you were fighting us. But it doesn't mean the dancer is who you really are. So what? You're not gonna mope around and feel sorry for yourself, are you? Maybe you made the real mess of things, and yeah, Arkansas's future might be a lot muddier now. But you're the one who taught me that the only way to fix your screw-ups is by working hard and improving.
Sully. She has a point. I know. I also think it would be unfair to ignore how reliant Crossbell has become on you as a role model.
That's a feeling we all know too well. We could let it cloud our judgments just the same.
Sure as hell did. Take our word for it. It's worth it to stick it out and make things right before walking away.
We want you to take the stage again, Doesn't have to be for a symbol of Crossbell. Just be yourself, the best performer there ever was. Yeah, you've been dying to make your comeback just because I want to see you perform again. Some of us haven't gotten the pleasure, so we want to see you in your element too.
Ken and I, it feels like we've missed out.
I want to see you on stage with my very own eyes.
I do believe that the audience has spoken.
I don't know what to say.
You're right, me give up, go to early retirement. I would never. I'm Ilya Platir, the fervent dancer. To perform is to breathe. There's no place in this world I belong more than the stage. I'm going to take responsibility for my role in what's happened, and I paid my dues. I'm going to show each and every one of you the show of a lifetime. I've got lost time to make up for as soon as I get out of here. Better yet, I'll put the new moves I learned as a Tuscan dancer to good use. You will? I'm hardly surprised. Every time this woman falls, she gets back stronger than ever.
Of course she does. That's what makes her Ilya. Hope you aren't forgetting the doctor's orders. You need to take it easy for a while and recover. I almost forgot. Get some rest, you maniac.
I know. As much as I don't want to stay in another hospital bed and can't begin to clean up the mess until I've recovered.
Nevertheless, my point still stands.
You all don't need to worry your pretty little heads over me. All I ask is that you promise to do what I can't right now. Fight your butts off.
It's a promise.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll take care of things. Get well soon. We'll see you once this is over. How very interesting. Now, I think this is probably a good spot to say, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe us. We've just done a whole bunch of, friendly napping. There is one thing we should do. We're going to do tomorrow, which is we're going to head to Morg's Bakery. And we're going to do that part, but then we're going to go and start clearing out and getting all of the things. Oh, I think we've only done... I will just do it today. I think we've only done with our cleanup work. Well done, Oscar and Bennett. That was quite the fireflight we had outside the bakery. Guess we can finally reopen for business, right, Bennett? It's certainly been long enough. Only a matter of time before this brief calm is shattered again. What do you mean? Crossbell can't survive without Supreme Lord Leader Rufus to guide us. We're so close to attaining everlasting peace. Why must the police and CGF prevent that? Take a breath. What the heck has gotten into you? It's gotten into me? How can you be so ignorant, Father? You've seen that tower. As long as we have that, nobody will think twice about trying to lay a hand on us ever again. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Not Bennett. You guys, thank you for coming for everyone's aid once again. We're a little preoccupied at the moment. We're not open for business yet. I think you've got more pressing issues than opening a bakery right now, Oscar. Is Bennett alright? If you've noticed, the rest of the townspeople are all normal, thanks to you guys freeing everyone. But Bennett still hasn't snapped out of it. The poor girl. Guess the effects of brainwashing haven't worn off for her yet.
In some cases are quite unusual. Maybe somehow the brainwashing resonated so deeply within our mind that it failed to wear off that when it did for everyone else. Is that thing such possible? The brainwashing probably controlled people by amplifying whatever anxieties they had deep down. So if Bennett must have been carrying some serious worries about something, it can explain why her mind still seems shackled by its effects. When you put it like that, I've noticed Bennett's been on a real worry ward for a while. She kept making me swear I wouldn't go off and do anything else dangerous. Maybe because I got injured in the war. That has to be it, I imagine. So she must have thought that if another war broke out, and you got drafted again, you might never come back. I could see that being the root cause of all this. The brainwashing happened to hit at the worst time, so it spiraled out of control.
Damn. The real question is, how do we help? Don't worry about it, I've got an idea. Those of us at the bakery have our own unique approach to solving problems. By that you mean, I'm going to bake some special new bread for her and have her eat it. Won't be any I'll get. The flavor's going to be so out of this world it'll bring her back to her senses. Pretty lofty aspirations for a loaf of bread, if you ask me. Well, I suppose we won't know until we try, even if I am a little more than skeptical. I think he's onto something. Bennett's a baker. If Oscar can somehow deliver a shock to our system that speaks to that pride, he can finally cure it. He's convinced, so he's probably going to need... Who knows whether it'll work, but it's definitely worth a shot. Promise I'm having trouble finding all the ingredients. Here we go. So, where am I meant to go get them? We can track down what you need. What do you need? So, do you really have time? It's irrelevant. Concentrate on the operation until we get this sorted. Very true. We said we'll never have any rest once this plan is underway. I'd rather not have another thing to worry about, so I can deign help. Count us in 2. As soon as we get some of that yummy new bread for ourselves, I'm happy to lend a hand. You guys, I don't know what I did to deserve this. Thank you. If you find some native berries. I'm tricky to harvest lately. So local vegetation or something. Even people travel mines came up empty-handed. We should look somewhere along Ursula. Let's try searching places that haven't seen much human activity recently. Maybe we should come that way. Okay. So, we need to procure some berries. I was going to do this next time, but that is fine. Procure some berries. So, we need to head to Ursula Road. Field exercise camp. As there's definitely enemies here to fight.
A strong foe.
So
we best be wary.
What
let's get
excellent
this down.
spirit.
Battle scope. Harpoon hornet to list.
My turn.
Diamond Nova, just because it's free.
I'll clean this up.
Cheer up, guys! Cherubic smile!
I shall assist.
Get the forest snail down.
Let's go!
We're at all good points.
On guard.
Just gotta try and
How plain.
smash them all down.
Certainly. Here
Shadow Sitch.
a chance.
At the very
Too
least,
slow.
I think this will also give us our formidable foe thing that we wanted.
Very well. There! At one!
I dislike the fact that it's got
Back tenfold! Not today!
then it got the
On
0
guard.
arts, but that's fine. We'll
Oh.
attack regularly. I'm cool burning through a little.
Very
leaves.
well.
Just to prove a point.
Right. Yeah.
There's no stopping us.
Nice, Endeavor reaches 10 too. Vega, nice. These are all top quality stuff.
How lovely. Stats
Supreme Death's
updated.
Embrace. And I think that mission should give us the formidable. Yes, Rufus's formidable foes. So that gives us another Divine Water, which is good. So 29 for Mr. Arciad, wherever you are. That's who you're getting this to go for there.
Growth is a path without end.
Nice, and then the next one must be. Let's get you up to 25.
Look at me go!
I'm sure we'll get there eventually. This has the blueberries. I mean, we should also fight these, I reckon. The tomatons.
Pay careful heed.
Here's our shot.
Try and get the gold flyers and everything in the bag first.
Certainly.
Okay, so there's one down.
Let's go.
Zero breaker.
My turn. Here we go.
I'll take care of it.
Bullet gang, just because it's a free one.
More of you? So be it.
I shall assist.
Take the nauseating.
Let's go.
Okay, free art, scallion onto all of them.
On guard.
Let's go.
Tempest to take out these two.
I'll clean this up.
A bit of op is okay.
It's my turn.
I'll take care of it.
The free S-craft for an overkill. Or a triple
Dear
break.
me, even more guests.
As there is
On
a
guard.
new guy here. Spineedlers.
I shall assist. How does this suit you?
We stoned one of them
Let's go.
already, which is nice. Rain slash roll 3. Nice, and then we're
we
going to
go.
go
At once.
burst here.
I won't let you!
Again, this is
Back
fine.
tenfold.
Right.
We're going to do the rooting over anyway.
All right.
How plain.
There!
Very well.
Get the physical down. To this blue gang.
I'll clean this up.
Attack this like so.
A chance.
Too slow.
I'll clean this up.
My turn.
Rain slash.
Here we
Nice. And this should bring us back down.
Strike. You're
And apparently none of that counted towards anything, which is a little bit sad. Okay. Here we go. Grab this. These look like wild strawberries, they're shaped like bells, they're definitely bellberries. Is this must be what Oscar's searching for? It certainly is. Acquired, head back to West Street. Head to Morg's Bakery. No one can understand what we're trying to achieve, still all that shit, that's fine. Where is Oscar? There he is. Thank you, Oscar. Speak to him, deliver the ingredients. Hand over the native bell berries. This is what I was looking for, and you I can count on you guys. I should explain, the new bread I'm about to make is less of a tweaked version of a recipe that's near and dear to me. It's been a while since I made it. It's hard to get berries to mesh with natural yeast, while bringing out their tartness. Okay. Waiting with bated breath to see the bread. 30 minutes later. It takes way longer than 30 minutes. Smells rather nice. Sweet milk and blue bellberries. Is that? There we are, all done. Wonderful. Have you finished making it? Yeah, I just took it out of the oven. Not meant to be melodramatic, but it may be the culmination of every experience I've ever had up to this point. Culinary and otherwise. Significant, huh? You've got to even more anxious to find out what it's like. Alright, now comes the moment of truth. What are you doing, Oscar? Today's not one for pure bread competitions. There's no way you can outbake me at this point. I put stronger feelings to what I make. Back when you were injured, I opened my eyes too. Actually, never mind that. The point is, I won't touch the bread. You can't make me eat it. Oh, it's nothing if you're not stubborn, I'll give you that. What do you mean I'm stubborn? You're the one who's looking down. Prepare for a salt and buttery. Stuffed in a mouthful of fresh, fluffy bread. Well, did it work? How does this taste so good? I recognize this flavor, isn't this? It's blueberry bread made with natural yeast. The first recipe you ever taught me. Now, I won't deny that I still have a long way to go as a baker. On the fateful first day we spent in the kitchen, you taught me how bread can move people, and that made me feel things. I wanted to be able to do that for other people with my own creations. As my craft improved, I saw more and more possibilities. Being with you and your dad has taught me so much. I want to cherish the emotion I felt that first day and carry it forward. So promise me, Bennett, Adiris herself could try and take me away, not fight it, but I'm not going anywhere for anything. You and I are going to carry on the bakery. You and me, together, alright? Oscar, you're being serious? You're not going to leave? Of course I'm not. I'm staying right here, so promise.
We'll keep baking together? You and me, Bennett. You're stuck with me, like it or not. I'm gonna hold you to that, alright? You better not run off and make me feel like that ever again. Nothing more important to me in all of Zamoria than you, Bennett. I'm gonna make you and me work those ovens for many, many years to come. Wouldn't have it any other way. Sound good? Sounds perfect. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Bennett. Ah, the bread did the trick after all. I was worried if she was gonna happen to her if she didn't snap out of it. Who'd have thought a bunch of flour and water could pack that much emotional punch? That'll teach me to respect my local bakery. And yeast, don't forget yeast. That's why it would have taken way longer, because the yeast needs time to rise. Anyway, but yeah, no wonder Oscar feels so fondly about bread. It's his first recipe Bennett ever taught him. I guess you could say he played his trump card. It shows you love really does conquer all, even a stubborn case of brainwashing. Oh, to be young and full of passion. It's about time I retire from the business and leave it in their hands. I can think of no worthier heirs, that's for sure. They concluded it completely vanished. Cannot talk to anyone. So Bennett, they're finally in love. Which is cute. Time to pay the Pied Piper, hand over a nice fat slice of thee. What's Ben special? Make sure you come back safe and sound, and come back with all the carbs. And at this point, I'm going to say, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time, as we probably going to go monster fighting. I'm not going to lie, that might be the call. It's either that or we're going to the Reverie corridor. So I'll see you guys then.